Hi everyone, today I wanted to share my experience trying to capture some action sports photography of some local dirt bikers in my area. I've been trying to find spots around me that can give me a different photography experience than what I've been doing recently. So I packed up all my gear, making sure I was prepared for whatever came my way, and headed out. After arriving at the track, I did a bit of location scouting and tried to see what sort of shots would be best to spend my time on. I wouldn't recommend photographers always plan out their shots like this, but the sun was setting in about an hour, and so I wanted to quickly scope out the area and make sure I used my time in the best way possible. My goal at this point was to get the sun right behind the subjects and aim for some silhouettes of the bikers in the air. I started off with some wide shots, getting a feel for settings and a composition I liked, but I quickly realized there were some jumps where I was capturing the subject just a bit too late. Instead of landing them against the sky, which was this nice backdrop for the subject, I was getting the building behind them, and this just creates much less of a clear focus on the subject, and it ends up being a bit distracting. So needing to reposition, I moved over and took a couple practice shots to experiment with a new frame, and then waited for my subject. I tried out some landscape shots, and at this point I wanted to play with the environment a little bit more. How can I use all this light that's present right now to create kind of a more dynamic shot? And my first thought was to add more direct shadows into the photo. And I would do this by getting a lower perspective, which puts the light source higher up in the frame and gives more opportunity for shadow. The puddle was a little distracting, so again, I moved over, and this allowed the shadows to be a bit more defined and add an extra layer to the shot. Also, kind of by accident, I was getting those silhouette shots that I was hoping for, and even one where the light from the sun cut off the subject, kind of creating this cool effect where the subject's head was kind of missing from the image. After getting a few of these shots, I looked for what's next. And from when I scouted, I knew there was this large pond kind of right behind me, and so I moved over there. Nothing too exciting at the beginning, trying to figure out how best to position myself to make use of the reflection. I moved into a tighter vertical frame and started to like these better. There was this cone that was getting in the way of a lot of my shots. It was right where I wanted the reflection to be, and it was actually bothering me quite a bit. But eventually I got to a point where instead of trying to work my way around it, I just decided to embrace it and to make it a part of the pictures. At this point, a few of the bikers started to call it, and the sun was getting close to setting, so I decided to call it as well, and I grabbed one last photo on my way out. And so overall, I think I got some pretty decent pictures. For me, it was a nice reminder to constantly be looking for new photos. I could have stayed in my original location, which was decent, and I probably would have gotten some nice variations of the lighting, but I would have missed out on the reflections and the other locations that I wanted to shoot at. I'm hoping to do more videos like this where I kind of talk through my behind the scenes process of a photo shoot. So if you like this style or you want to see something different, let me know in the comments down below. I'm posting videos every week, every Saturday, so if you're interested in seeing more of these, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.